Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the evolution of psychology. So earlier, psychology was considered as a philosophy in ancient time. Okay, so philosophy was considered for studying the human minds and their behavior. So later, the term was converted into psychology. Okay, so here in 1879, the first lab was found by Wilhelm Wundt in Leipzig, and he concentrated on asking the conscious experience from subject, which is called an introspection method. Okay, so here the emphasis he emphasized on the structure of brain. That's why he was called structuralist. Okay, after this, in 1890, William James found lab in America, uh, made a lab in America of psychology. He was assuming that there should be a concentration on the functioning of mind. That is how mind works and how behavior functions. So he was known as the functionalist, and his views were supported by John Davy. That is, John Davy added his assumption that there is the interaction of human with environment for making his mindset. Okay, in 1900, Sigmund Freud, who is very important person in psychology subject, psychology discipline, he did the psychoanalysis. Okay, in psychoanalysis, he told that the psychoanalysis is the system to understand and cure psychological disorders, and here he assumed that human beings are motivated by unconscious desires for fulfillment of their pleasure. That is actually a sexual pleasure. Okay, here after 1900, 1905, the various intelligence tests were prepared by the Alfred Binet and Simon, and in 1916, the first psychological department was made in Calcutta University. In 1920, the Gestalt told that experience is holistic in nature. Holistic means uh, thing which is taken all together. Okay, things which are taken all together. So here, according to Gestalt, experience is holistic. That is, experience gives us more and more things in return. He told the example of moving images in movies. In movies, what we see, the images are having the movement by certain animation methods. Okay, so here the experiences gives us different things which we even don't know. In 1924, there was a concept behaviorism by John Watson and Skinner. Here, John Watson is telling us that the human responses to the stimuli, that is conditions, different conditions. Okay, so psychology is a study of behavior or responses to the stimuli, that is assumed by John Watson and Skinner by the concept of behaviorism. And in 1951, humanistic approach came in emergence. Here, this approach was given by Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow. Here, it is assumed that behavior is determined by the environmental conditions, different environmental conditions. That is, human is having a parallel interaction with the behavior. Human is giving response to the stimuli after having interaction with the environmental conditions. In 1953, the Skinners published a book named as Science and Human Behavior, and in 1954, the Maslow published the book that he given us the motivation theory, that is needs theory. So he published the book that was emphasized on motivation and personality. And in 1955, one institute was established at Bangalore named as National Institute of Mental Health and Neuroscience. Later, there is a concept of cognitive perspective. Okay, so this concept was is the combined concept of structuralism and gestalt. Here, cognitive means process of knowing, understanding, perceiving, etc. Okay, so when we know something, when we understand something, when we perceive something, when we learn something, it is called cognition. Okay, now in cognition, what is happening here? In cognition, cognitive perspective means how to understand the world. So what happens in our brain? Our brain receives input and it processes input after receiving it. Okay, and after processing of input, it change the data into information. Okay, it transforms data into information. Okay, and then data is stored in as a information, then information is retrieved whenever it is needed. So our brain is also working like a computer. Here there is a concept in cognitive perspective called constructivism. Here constructivism means mind keeps constructing and exploring physical and social world. So our mind keeps constructing and exploring overall surroundings of our environment and society, its communication, everything our mind explores. Okay, so our mind keep exploring the physical and social world. This is called constructivism. Here, so this the views are given by two psychologists here, that is Piaget. Piaget is telling us that children actively construct their mind. Children actively construct their mind by their holistic development, by their they interact with the environment, they adopt the environment, they adopt the surroundings, and they construct their mind. And here another view is given by Vygotsky. Vygotsky is telling us that children need to interact with adults first. Vygotsky is believes that children need to interact with the adults while adopting the environment. Okay, they should consult their adults, their parents. Children should consult their adults, their parents, while adopt before adopting the environment, before interacting with the surroundings, before adopting the surroundings. So these are the different views of Piaget and Vygotsky. Thank you.